Florida Gators have started spring practice here, and DJ Lagway, Shaun, is not throwing here. And this has been a huge story here across social media, and people are questioning, is there something more with DJ Lagway's injury and as to why he's not throwing here? Shaun, before I get your take on this, I want to show DJ Lagway's quarterback coach, JP Tillman, telling us the truth about DJ Lagway not throwing in Florida spring practice here. Take a look.
I talked to him yesterday. He can throw. It's not he can't throw. It's just him. It's like I said, them taking him through the precautionary things. Because right now, again, like I said, I mean, we know what he can do. His legs were taken from him, and he threw the ball from the pocket. He was shrugging off big old D linemen and throwing bombs down the field. So we know that part. And so it's something that the coaches, the training staff, and everybody else is just keeping a great eye on, great detail, and getting him to the point where he is exactly where he needs to be. But also they feel like he's going to be consistently the same all the way through this whole thing.
The interesting comments from DJ Lagway, his private quarterback coach. Shaun, let me ask you, DJ Lagway reportedly has shown growth throughout spring practice despite a lack of throwing. I thought that was an interesting headline considering he's a quarterback. But Shaun, break down the truth of DJ Lagway not throwing in spring practice. Is it precautionary? Is Florida taking the precaution to make sure he doesn't re-aggravate his injury and set him back? Or is there something more to this? Go ahead.
Well, what was his injury and when did he get hurt? I thought he played in the bowl game for Florida.
Yeah, but I believe he had a shoulder injury that we haven't seen him throw here. I can give you more context here in a sec, but I'd like to know the truth about this. And let me ask you, how could a quarterback show serious growth without throwing in spring practice? Any thoughts there?
You in the media, man. You should know better than to believe these reports. Who's this? I mean, GatorCountry.com, he got a boss, right? Yeah. He got to provide content. So,
yeah.
All right, this something I was given. Let me go write this positive story on DJ, and maybe somewhere down the line they'll give me the inside scoop on something. I can break some news.
So according to Billy Napier, Lagway has a shoulder injury and a lower body injury. And two people speaking to USA Today, great publication, on the condition of the sensitivity of Lagway's injury, says Lagway's shoulder injury could eventually need surgery and his lower body injury is a core injury.
So that just means he's banged up after the regular season.
Right.
And they want to give some reps to some other guys. They kind of know what they have with DJ Lagway. They're confident in what they have. And making sure nobody finna run up on me over here. They're confident in what they have, and they think his body needs a little rest.
Okay. So to Florida Gators country, there's no alarming here from DJ not throwing here. It's just a precautionary thing.
If you want a 5-alarm fire, then look what's happening at Tennessee.
Yeah, that's
like
great.
Lagway ain't talking about leaving. He ain't talking about renegotiating. This is just about getting him completely healthy because of the style of quarterback he is. He's going to be involved in a lot of physical contact. True. He's not a pure thrower of the football. He's not a run first guy, but he's not a pure thrower of the football. And he's a big kid. He's got an awkward delivery, but he's actually pretty accurate throwing the ball. I thought he played better at the beginning of his, tenure there as a starter than he did as the end. And maybe that is because he wasn't healthy.
Right.
When you look at the bowl game and kind of at the end of the season, the ball didn't have as much zip on it. Maybe there was something that he was fighting through, and this is them, being cautious with a guy that I think can be really good.
Yeah, I agree. Somebody I think has a lot of potential this season. Now, Shaun, I've seen several lists from those in the media ranking their quarterbacks and top quarterbacks in college football, and several of them have DJ Lagway at the top of their list. Shaun, going into this season, how do you have DJ Lagway ranked in terms of the top quarterbacks in college football? Is he at the top of your list? Are you an Arch Manning guy? I'm a big fan of Lenora Sellers at South Carolina. I think he has a lot of potential going into this season with Shane Beamer. But how do you view DJ Lagway in the scope of top college football quarterbacks?
I think he's in that top 8 to 10 group.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of the kid's name, but I think the kid at BYU right now is my number one guy.
Yeah. Jewish kid. Yeah.
Yeah, he can ball. But I haven't done a deep dive yet. I mean, with it being the draft around the corner, I've been so inundated with that stuff.
Oh yeah, for
I
sure.
haven't really got, and I tend not to get into college football now until the summer. I tend to wait till after the spring transfer portal because I don't like to work twice as hard, So like, going through the college rosters in the spring and familiarizing yourself with, Bailey Price being at the University of Colorado, then come to fall, Bailey Price is at Colorado State or at Utah. Like, I just tend to like to wait until they can't transfer anymore and then start doing a deep dive.
Yeah, for sure. And Shaun, I don't blame you there. And there's a lot to be seen here as the spring portal. We're seeing all kind of movement here, and I, like you mentioned, I respect you for good, that answer absolutely. And like I mentioned, I'm big on Lenora Sellers. I think Lagway has a lot of potential.
I like Sellers. Yeah, I like Lagway, Sellers. There's a couple kids out there. Hell, Nico could take off. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
Arch could be what everybody anticipates and expects him to be. Like, it's gonna be interesting to watch. But I'll keep my eye on the kid from BYU. He's really good.
Absolutely, Shaun. And we'll talk more quarterbacks here later on in the summer here after the spring portal window here. But